All right, welcome back, Rare Talks. You know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know what it is, man. Rare Talks, we're back. Please go and check us out on the Spotify right now. And all audio platforms, on all audio platforms, check us out. On. Our website, Acast. You know, shout out to Acast for putting us on as well. Yeah, shout out to the best co-host in the world. Man, like Real Fend, you get me? Follow up on all the social media platforms. The most moniest guy in the world. This guy, bro. He's the moniest host in the whole world. Man, like ads, you get me?
Allow it.
Nah, I'm joking. My brother for life, you get me? Come on, always.
Hey, today we got a special guest.
Got a special guest today. Very, very special. Come on. Legend in this thing. Pioneer. You get me? Community leader. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, the landlord of Lambeth, fam. You get me? Jeez. From way back, he's always had man like, you see what I'm saying? He's had everyone in his community. So, yeah, man. None other than man like Jaja Soze.
Jaja Soze in the building.
Yeah. Big up, my brother.
Come on.
Come on, man. Come on, man. So, yeah, today we just wanted to, you know, go through some questions with you. Yeah, you know, the first one that we got is from the audio book. Yeah. So if you haven't seen his audio book already, go to the YouTube, go to Audibles, go to every single website. It's called The Power of Love. That's right. And I'm telling you, every single person that is in the ends needs to listen to this book. 100%. I'm not even, and it's not even like trying to gas the thing. I'm actually being serious. You need to listen to it because it's got so many gems, and even chapter 1, like, it's crazy. Bro, it starts with it. Like, it starts with the gems. Yeah. Like.
And I think like in our community, we don't talk about these things a lot. And I remember I was talking to someone about this even last week, that like growing up in Jamaican households, they don't tell you that they love you a lot.
Yeah, I know.
But it's not that they don't, they show it to you, but they don't, they show it to you through like different ways. Like they'll provide, they'll make sure that you got heating.
Make sure
like,
you always
I don't remember going without eating
your belly always full.
You know, man, I had these rappers saying, my mum never had no food. I'm like, huh? Your mum never had no food in the UK? I lie, rude boy. What you lie for? We had food, but it wasn't that aspect of love that we was seeking. Does that make sense? So yeah, check his book out, man, Power of Love. And if you're broke and it's quarantine hard times and you can't buy it, you know, it's on the YouTube right now. Power of Love, man. Jaja Soze. I'm loving it.
Big up, man. Yeah, what got you into writing that book, Jaja, man? It's a powerful book.
Yeah, man. You know what it is? Yeah, it's just like my thoughts in my head. That's how I always think, and yeah, that's what goes on in my head. Basically, what you read is what goes on in my head. That's how I think. Yeah, that's I analyze stuff and my surroundings, and I learn. And I just, from my own experience, the lack of love in my upbringing. Yeah. And realizing how much it affected me later on. Yeah, that's what kind of made me put the book together, and just realizing, you know what, when I started understanding self-love, it made me realize how powerful I am as an individual. Trust. I'm saying to you, and then and it also made me understand about all the kind of bad ways I've taken on, all the bad kind of things I've taken on growing up. Yeah. Because of the lack of love.
That's right. Yeah, man. Nah, man, I totally agree, because I was listening to the book today, the audio, and straight away, like, you hit it hard, like, when you was talking about, like where we come from, the place where we come from, it's we don't really elaborate, like, even like you said in the household, mama, I love you, or your mum said, I love you, get me, like, or your dad, especially man's dad, like saying, I love you, unless it's a mad circumstance. So I think we need to address that, like, having the love for yourself, and even for our ladies as well, like, when you said, with your ex, and you was like, do you really love yourself, you get me? And then, well, if you do, then why don't you leave your house without and makeup and that? And that's made me even look at with my missus, like, raw, man, you forgot then as your natural self.
Yeah, like, love you for who you are first. Like, you see what I told everyone is, see if you're not happy with, so you wake up in the morning and look in the mirror, if you're not happy with that person you see straight away, it's peak for you. Yeah. You've got to do a lot of readjusting and learning first before you even go outside, because that's who you are. Yeah. That first person there, when you wake up, the matter in your eye, and that first raw person.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, that's a raw person. You have to love that person. Like, you have to love all your flaws, and that's who you are. Yeah. I'm saying to you, you're gonna have your unique ways. You're gonna have your unique ways. I've got my unique ways, and that's what it is. It might be flaws to someone else, but it's just who your character is, and you just gotta be able to adjust that to the world we live in. Yeah. And love it, and love yourself for it. And that's what I think a lot of us don't do. We try to leave our house. Even the man them do it. Like, so your name might be Jason, but you live in your house as like super killer. Yeah. And so you're leaving your house, you're getting ready. Yeah. You've left your house and put on your clothes, but with the intentions of being super killer.
Super killer, yeah.
So you put on gloves, a hoodie, and a certain way and a certain vibe about yourself, like, yeah. but you've left as our alter ego.
I was just about to say that's like you've created an alter ego now.
So we do the community. So we created a whole alter ego. So Jason's just left behind. And what happens now when you're always in problems, you go back to Jason.
Yeah.
Because you haven't worked on Jason's just vulnerable.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So when you go to prison, super killer's gone. You're in a cell with just Jason.
Yeah.
So when you're in the police station, it's just Jason.
Yeah. So super killer's gone. He's out the window.
Yeah, so the alter ego goes and you're just in prison. That's what I keep telling people. It just is you. When a woman, when she might take a picture and got pure makeup on and everyone loves you off, but when you go to see the person in their house and they see that, raw, she doesn't look like the picture.
Completely different.
She was completely different. Like, raw, different. And then the girl's gonna be like, now, raw, my man's acting funny towards me because he's upset now because he thought you were something else, and now you're this person that. But I didn't like this person. I like that person in the picture. Yeah. And now the girl's gonna have more insecurities of herself, and that's why it's so important just to be yourself. Just work on the person you are and get that person to its highest level. I
know as well as an individual, as a human, that everyone's gonna have the flaw in it because we're humans. We're not made perfect. You see what I'm saying? So that's powerful. There was another part as well where you was talking about like you was in a room with a few people and you was talking about business ideas, and then like. You just quiet. So you like sometimes when people are talking, you just be quiet. Like that's something that I'm learning a lot for myself. So and then you said, "Raw, the guy," and it's the saying, the brokest nigga's the loudest one in the room. You get me? And you was like, "Raw, there was a guy. On paper, he's the most financial stable guy, and he's telling man some real gems. But the broke don, he's like, nah, fam, man, get mashes. That bit of the book was very powerful as well, fam.
That's what happens. A lot of us where everything's loud, especially from our community. It's just. Our mind is loud. We got so much things going on. We got bills. We got to look after this person. If you got kids, you got to look after. There's so much stuff going on. Trying to help your mum, your dad. And then on top of that, you're trying to keep your reputation up. Yeah. There's so much things going on. It's loud. There's lots of noise. Sometimes just be quiet. You can change things, and then you start seeing people for who they are. A lot of our friends are just talking. It's loud, and they kind of got their own direction. Yeah. They're not really good for us. So that's where I've done that kind of example to show you that it's not always what it seems. Yeah, trust me. And sometimes you just have to be quiet and watch and monitor your surroundings better. A lot of us don't monitor our surroundings. We're just there. Like you could be around a gang of man them and you just hanging around them. Like you don't even know you're hanging around them. Ask enough people, why are you around them? Facts. Why are you hanging around that specific set of guys? I just went to school with them, innit? Yeah, like they're from my ends, innit? What, that it? Yo, what's man supposed to do? You haven't even analysed the friends. You don't even know why you're with them people. Like, so what? You just with them. Like, where does my man want to go? You don't even know. Like, what's his plan? What's his vision? Where's his goals? Where's he going? You don't even know. But you're just hanging around with them. It's mad. I'm saying to you, it's like, raw, like, that could be like, someone could be a paedophile or something. You don't even know. You don't even know what's going on. You don't even know what's going on. You're just hanging with them. You're rolling. Like, it's mad. Like, raw, you go with your brethren. He said to you, like, raw, pick me up from this girl's house. You don't know if he's in that girl's house mashing her up. He could be terrorizing her. You don't even know because you don't even know what kind of friend he is. You just rolling with him because he's from the block. I'm saying to you, it's mad, and that's what a lot of us are doing. And then only when it comes to like a serious circumstance, we realize who our friends are. Yeah. A lot of people, it's when they're in a police station or in certain places now, then the friends like, yeah, it weren't me, it was him. Yeah, he might start snitching on you. Yeah. Or certain things like you got a friend in your house and your mum says, well, I had $3,000 in my bedroom, it's gone. And you're like, what? Nah. A burglar must got in, and then you realise he's your brethren.
Well, no burglar, yeah.
And you thought that was your friend, but he wasn't. He's like, nah, fam, I'm not your friend at that. I'm trying to make money, fam.
It's real.
That's how important it is to analyse who's around you. That's why I gave that kind of example in the book.
I really like that example still, man. It was powerful. You get
my part of the book that I loved was the chapter 1 about the baby, because in the jungle, because. Brother, I was listening to that story and I was captivated because you know me, I love stories, innit? I love my little stories, innit? Like, I go to my kids, I'm not gonna lie, like bedtime story for my kids is mad. I get mad, like creative with it, like all moving around and making mad sound effects because I want my kids to have good imaginations, not to be grounded. So I was listening and I was like, raw, Like, I used to kind of deep about the baby, the shit and all that. I was like, bro, it's kind of hard. Like, I'm trying to not listen, but I'm listening because I'm like, bro, this is deep. And then I got to the part with the snake in the jungle, and I was like, brother, I've already made my mind. Before you've even said anything, I've made my mind up that the snake is the government. I've made it up from early.
So you knew that, yeah?
Bro, I'm reading the book. When I'm listening to it, I'm saying the snake is the government. I've already made up my own. I was like, he's gonna say it anyway, but I'm saying the snake is the government.
Now, when he said that, that's when I woke up. Like, obviously I know, but you know, like the way it's breaking down, I thought the snake might be like the friend and that's protected you. And
it's the government, bro. Think about when I was listening to it, I was like,
I woke up.
The lion is like just a man like me that's just on crud. He's just on crud. He doesn't even care. He just wants to take my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking, bruv, what's wrong? Like, you're from this end, I'm from that end, and he's just onto me. That's the lion. That's how I'm looking at the lion. But then the snake, the one that's acting like your brethren, giving you everything to go and murk that man.
Yeah, it's true,
bruv,
you know.
And then he's saying to you, them man hate you.
Yes.
But I'm like, bruv, I don't even know them, man.
That was the bit that got me still.
And you know what really touched me is because when I was growing up here, I never forget this. We all had this syndrome in us here. Would see someone, who you screwing, fam?
Yeah. What?
But I didn't understand that man was getting taught hate, bro.
Yeah, of course,
why am I now? I see, like, if I see a little youth now screwing me, I'll be just like, you're right, bro. How's things? You're right.
Yeah.
I'm straight passive. I'm not on no aggression.
None at all.
And people might think, oh, this is washed up. Oh,
he's sneaky.
I don't even care, bro. I'm not even got nothing to prove to no one. But if I see someone screwing me, I'm literally thinking, is he all right? Like, is everything all right with him? Are you like, not in a rude way, but I'm saying, are you all right? Is that, are you cool? Like, you look like someone, brother. I'm sorry, I don't even look like no.
And that's self-hate.
I'm a big man, you know. I'm in my 30s, brother. Like, I'm not even on that. And he's like, all right, cool. And I'm like, but you know what, my brother? You know that kind of persona you're carrying around with you, something could happen to you, you know, because you might buck into the wrong person. They might be on something. And he's like, bruv, I've got my knife on him. All right, cool. But maybe he has his knife on him as well. So I'm saying you're going to do 30 in jail or he's going to try and kill you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, brother, you do whatever you like, but have a nice day. Like, you see, when sometimes I just feel like I'm planting seeds with these youngers because I haven't got time to be screwing a little youth. Walk up to a 16, 18-year-old, you get me, and them start screwing. But back in the day, that was a normal thing.
Of course.
But we never understood, like, why am I screwing you?
Yeah.
What is it behind
because
you?
It goes back to the self-love. Like, we have no self-love for ourselves and each other because straight away we see someone that represents us, that not represent but looks like us, innit?
Yeah.
You get me? Rah. So you straight away put up this defense barrier. But have you noticed that if you see like a normal work businessman, you get me in a suit, you're not going to screw him, bro. He can even be mandem in that suit.
Yeah.
But you're not going to screw him. You see what I'm trying to say? So like, I feel it's us not loving each other and loving ourselves, isn't it? Like, that's what I feel.
And that's what that bit, the baby in jungle. That's why I done that one Pacific, because that's what most of us go through and we don't even understand it.
Nah, we didn't.
Don't understand it, and we're hurting the people around us that loves us the most. That's why I done that scenario, so it was easy to understand. And the snake is always working. Always working, always ginneling, always trying to make you not like other people. And the snake needs you on his side, but the snake only wants to eat you as well. They're saying to you, and that's just how it goes. And saying to you, they just want to use you the best way they can. Yeah. And same for the screwing thing. I even done a part like in the book as well, where it's talking about stuff like that, where we just don't understand. Like now, same thing. If I see someone, if you're looking at yourself from a love perspective, and you see someone in an angry, like looking at angry mode, you're gonna automatically think, you know what, that person probably had a bad day, you know. I know where it's coming from. I know that kind of feeling when you just hate everyone, but it's because you don't understand. Like, not everyone hates you.
That's right.
You, and he's in that dark place. So I can't be mad with him. Why am I going to be mad? Because he's looking at me. Of course he's going to be mad. He's mad at everyone. It's not nothing to do with me. It's not personal.
It's not personal,
It's not personal. So now when I see it, I'm cool as well. Same for what you said. I'll see a man and be like, "Raw, you're all right, fam. I hope you like your day gets better for you. You get me? I'm totally like that as well. Like, raw. I see him looking at me lost, like, raw. How come he said that? Saying, man, I hope your day goes good, and man, respect. And I walk off, and I can know they're baffled, like, what just happened there?
You weren't expecting that from me.
I wasn't expecting that. I'm saying to you, so I've had that before. I'm saying to you, I've had like, even when I was I've been around going places, and I've had like youths come up to me like screwing, like, I'm saying, Rob, young man, I'm not even on what you're on.
Straight. I'm saying it. I'm saying
bro,
straight.
I'm not even on what you're on. Like, I'm a big man. Like all that stuff there, I'm not on it. Like, I wish you all the best, and they're like, raw. And they come back and they're big man, raw, apologize. Right? I didn't even get me. And I said, raw, don't watch nothing. I know that space you're in. Don't watch nothing. You get me? And it's always love. I'm saying to you, I'm like that all the time, and that's I learned that over time. Like, that's me understanding my own love for myself. You get me?
That's right.
I'm saying to you, so like me, loving myself, I can then share it with you.
Yeah.
Like, well, Judge, I can move like that because I love myself, and I value myself. And then people looking at themselves like, you know what, raw, how do I tap into my love and my value? I'm saying to you, and that's how you can change. That's how you can change. I'm saying to you, you change the world by you changing.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, be the change that you want to see in the world.
Yeah.
And that's where the power of love comes for me.
Nah, that's sick, fam.
Power.
Like, I think as well, yeah. Do you reckon like leaders are born or made? Like,
I believe you can. I think we're all born great.
Yeah.
We're all born great.
All
and
of
I
us,
think
yeah.
it is. A human being is just amazing. Doesn't matter black, white, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just a human life, and that is the most precious thing on the planet. That alone is just amazing. Just that thing. Now, the greatness comes with how we're brought up and what we learn on the way and experience we go through. And if you tap into it, when we all got it, it's just if you tap into
That's
it.
right,
That's
yeah.
all it is. And a lot of us don't tap in. So that's why we looked at it as that's this person's greater than that person. Is not that. All it is, someone's tapped in.
yeah.
He's tapped into his value, his creativity, his potential, or her potential. They've just tapped into it. That's all it is. And they said like someone that's a curtain designer. He's said to himself, "I'm going to be the best curtain designer on the planet."
No, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
Real, yeah.
Yeah.
Because of that, he's done the best curtains, or she's done the best curtains, and they've brought in money, and now they're able to hang amongst the greats. Yeah, I'm saying to you. So their field made them be great. I'm saying to you, they tapped into their potential, and then someone else normal, like a man that fixes BMX, can say, you know what, I'm going to be the best BMX fixer on the planet. Another man say, I'm going to be the best skateboard on the planet. So they're all different things, but they're just tapping into it and making sure that I'm going to do this the best I can and put all my energy into it. And that's what makes someone great. That's what it is. And see, when we say what is successful, I always talk about this because we have to be careful that we say, oh, that person got money, they're successful.
Yeah, but
that's not successful.
No.
That's mad. And I'm saying to you, so like my grandparents that come over here and bought their house and done certain things, that's
successful. Yeah.
From where they're coming from, that's successful.
Yeah.
So we gotta be careful what we're saying is successful.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, so someone going to college, going through their college stuff, and then getting their good exams, and going to uni and getting a good degree or whatever, successful.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, coming out of primary school and having good grades, going to a good secondary school, successful. Coming out of secondary school and doing rubbish, and then coming out and getting a good job, successful. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So we got to be careful how we're throwing around the successful thing, and we're making people think that they're not successful. By just making it go onto people that's like, oh, he's a multi-billionaire. The next man that's saying, well, but I just stacked 10 grand, like, that means I'm far off, like, a waste, man.
Yeah, I'm not,
Because you went from £100 to 10 grand. You were successful. That's what I'm saying to you, because you was able to turn 100 grand into 10,000, and then you turn 10,000 to 20,000. So that's success. You're moving up the ladder. I'm saying to you, so we got to be very careful and how we're throwing that successful thing out there, because there's a lot of people now that are doing well, but society is making them seem like they're not successful.
I think that's to do with social media, though, you know, because everybody's watching everybody on social media so hard that it's like everyone's living this mirage of a life that
trying to catch up with each other.
Looks like you're winning. Does that make sense? So I could just buy a BMW 5 Series and drive around in it and have a suit on, and everyone
This time we could have no petrol in there.
What do you do? Like, what do you do? These times I have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it for me personally, I know for a fact here that it's not about what people think, it's about what you think.
Yes,
because success to me personally, success for me is that, like, you've been able to change your life around from being in a bad situation to being in a better situation. And I'm talking about better mentally. Forget financially. Money comes and goes, bro. Like, anyone who's putting a value on somebody because of money, he doesn't value himself. That's me. That's what I think personally. No man could come to me and say, I've got 100 grand. This makes me better than anyone else.
No
you know what I'm
way.
saying?
Basically, if someone's got 100 grand and they think they're better than me,
I don't class success or money or wealth through money, because I've seen too much people go rich and then go broke in my life, in my family, everything. I've seen man be up there, have bare money, and then he's gone down, and then everybody's, because of the way he treated everybody, nobody even rates him. So it's like, for me, if you're gonna say you're a successful person, then success to me is like what you think is success. Say for instance, someone was on the roads, and they used to sell drugs. They didn't make a lot of money or whatever, and they went jail. Now, they have a choice now. I believe you have a choice now. When you go jail, you have a choice. Either you come out of jail and you try to change your life, or you come out of jail and go back into the same circle that you go into, and it's not too long before 9 out of 10 times you're gonna end up in the same place.
Again,
So a successful person is someone who's come out of jail and said, you know what, I'm not even going back there. I'm doing something different. I don't care what it is, but I'm not going back there. So he changes that route and he starts to do another route. Now, even if he's just driving a Volvo, even if he's just got his 2 kids and his missus, and he hasn't got a lot of money, but he's free.
Yeah, and he's looking after his family.
And he's taking care of his family. And
that's
to him,
successful, man.
He's got a little bit of money to take care of his family, and he's still with his loved ones. To me, that's real success.
And we have to also remember about celebrating. We have to celebrate things in a better way. Say things, when man goes Joe, everyone pops champagne, all that.
Yeah.
So imagine you're just starting a podcast, and in your head, it's in your head, and then you thought, I want to start a podcast now, and then the man have heard you say that. Then 3 months later, you got all the equipment, you started it, you filmed it, it's on YouTube. That's a celebration,
bro. 100%.
Wow, fam, let's bust a champagne for that, fam. Bro, remember you told us about it on the block, and look, it's on the YouTube. People are talking about it. Wow, that's a celebration. And that's what we don't encounter that with our people. We don't do that. Like, look, I'm saying to you, man might say, well, you know what? He's on the road. Fam, I got my first job, you know. What? Fam, champagne. That's what I'm saying to you. Like, we don't celebrate those things. We don't celebrate little minor things. It's like your friend has to be a millionaire to get celebration.
Yeah,
like,
or
fam,
man has to come out of jail for man to throw champagne on him.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like, well, a man comes to you and say, fam, I met a woman, you know, like, I like this one, fam. I'm looking to, like, I want to take it seriously and come off the road and that. Fam, champagne.
It's
true though.
Are you mad, fam? Like, bro, because you know what he's been through. Like, this man's savage. So you know that this is a big change for him. So you know what? Let me help him, and we're gonna celebrate you. So he feels more confident. You know what? Man, am I with me with this? He feels confident. That's with everything. I say for a female, same for a man has his child. Raw, just had a baby. You know, see now, a man will say to you, raw, I'm having a baby. You know, raw. Say nothing, fam. We saying we still going country to shot, like, it's like, raw, fam.
That's mad, isn't it?
It's mad, like, raw. So there's no celebration. Anything like, raw. Man is saying he's having a baby on the road. You know what? Come and celebrate that.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, raw. That's a good thing.
Let's
fam.
go and eat a meal.
Let's go have a meal.
Yeah,
like, raw, come man, let's chip in and let's bring him out for a meal. You get me? Raw, family. That's a good thing. Your father now. You get me? Like, yeah, man. We need to make sure that you don't do what happened with your dad and your family, with your son, your child, or your daughter.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, so those things are important, the celebration. So it's seeing success different. It's also celebrating for normal things.
Yes.
Normal, that's normal things. Yeah. Like, we need to celebrate normal stuff. Like,
man going uni and that, like, man never went to school and then man end up in uni and graduating. That's a celebration.
Fam. Celebration, fam.
That's
Pop
facts.
champagne, fam. Like, bring them out for a meal and all that. Like, and that's what I'm trying to say. We need to start just getting back to, like, celebrating our people normally and looking after each other, like, on a normal basis. It's not always celebrity. Yeah. Everything's always celebrity, £1 million, like, you got 10 million views. So, nah, bro, like, a man had an idea for a music video and he put it out there, and remember he was telling us about it. Now it's out on YouTube. Like, fam, take you for dinner, fam. Like, that's good that you took that initiative to do that. You know, well done, you get me? And just little minor things. That's across the board with everything. Like, I'm saying to you, and especially a thing I always tell people, I see the working thing where we the streets, when we thought like working's for a joke, man, and all that. I'm saying, bro, like, we need to dash that mindset away. You get me? That's like one of the biggest things, like a big mistake. I'm saying to you, so we need to start looking at man and saying, you know what, get your business or your career or get a job, or these are things where you're looking after yourself. You're going somewhere. You're moving, and we need to start saying things like, a man's on the block, bruv, you're a bum, fam.
100%.
You're a bum,
fam.
You're a bum. Okay, how much man you juked up, and okay, how much man
me.
you chased. Fam, you're a bum. You're on the block every day just doing nothing, fam. You never got money, always got weed. You're a bum, bro.
And also, you're not setting an example for the younger generation, bro. You get me? Because look, and that's why I've like, for me, Jaja, you're a successful brother. Like, I don't care what downs you've had or whatever, but bro, man knows your journey. PDC, you get me? Smoky settings, fam. Like, you get me? Like, everywhere, fam. And then I remember when I met you and I was going, actually, I used to see you obviously every day on Bricks, and you was out there, innit? It's like, raw, this guy's just out here. But I remember when I met you in Ashes, fam, and at that time, man was young. I was the younger generation, and you could have easily been like, and there was enough olders at that time, like, raw, go country, this and that. But I remember I met you, and I think we was doing a session one time, and then I think someone had to record in there, but I think you lot was doing a project. And then I must have got upset. You get me? Like, raw, like I had my little hissy fit, like, you know that? But it was the mentality of where we come from, like, not respecting Ashley. He was like, yo, let me chat to you. Come here, fam, let me chat to you. I was like, shit, it's peak, like, Jaja's gonna stick it on, man. Man went outside and that, and you just reason with man, fam. From that day, the amount of respect that I had for you, and just looked at you as like, right, this is someone that I'm trying to be like, you know, because, and like your journey, you see what I'm saying? Like as a leader, and you like, I'm not directly from town or Brixton, but you still treated me as like your brother. Like you're my young brother. You don't like man's helping you, and you're speaking to a man like this. Have more respect.
That's and that's how I was with all the youths. Like, those youths from Tulsa, Peckham, Brixton. I don't care where you're from. I see you as I see me and you. I've always been like that. Like, see, well, I remember I was like that.
Yeah, that's what you said to me.
I said to you,
yeah. You said, bro, remember I was just like you, but I was bad, you know. I was like, I know, bro, I know.
Just like you. So I always say, I see that anger, I see where you're coming from, the frustration. I know all of it's built up. I know it seems like you're just alone. Yeah. So I know that frustration. So that's why I speak to all the youngers like that. Yeah. Like you're my little brother. And the same for like, I've never like sent you to country now.
Never.
I always see like, wow, there's more in you. I said to everyone like, fam, countries, that's when you've lost. That's if you're just giving up. That's a loser's game, fam. Like there's potential in you to do great stuff. And I said to all the youths, and that's why I think I've had that respect from a lot of the young youths growing up. Because I've spoke to all of them like that. Like, I've never cared. Like I've had youths come to me and say, "Well, I'm from Peckham, though, Judge." So I'm like, bro,
you never
what?
treat man.
Like, can you help me? Of course. I don't care where you're from. I don't care about all that stuff. They're like, bro, fam, you're good, and you want to change. I'm helping you. What do you need help with? Tell me, I'll help you. And I've always been like that all the time. And I think that's what I've tried to show other people. Like, we need to cut out these boundaries, and you're from over there, so I can't do this with you. And like, what's all that about? Like, it's all nuts. And
that's crazy.
Yeah, and that's been a downfall to a lot of the streets moving forward.
100%.
And that's my fault. But I've always been like that, and I think that it will change. It's changing. More people are waking up and doing better. Yeah. So it's changing. Yeah. So it's not there right now, but it's changing. Yeah, it's changing.
Because you see, like, as well, when in our time when we was growing up in Lambeth, like, I even heard you talk about in your interviews, like, obviously Tulsa was like the ends, Brixton. It's like there's always passes in it, but it wasn't like how it is now, innit?
No way.
What's your opinion on how? Because I know my opinion. I don't really like what's going on, but what's your opinion on how the ends is so segregated, especially in our part of Lambeth?
Yeah, like, it's very segregated. I think I hope in time, even myself, I can do things and projects and stuff that can start changing the mindsets and bringing people together. Yeah. I know sometimes when there's deaths involved, people can't be the best of friends, but they can still neutralize stuff a little bit.
That's
I'm saying to you. And I think just by even them seeing elders from their ends with elders from other ends, just interacting, doing stuff together, business together, projects together, that helps. Yeah. Say to you, little things help, and that's all it is. Like, Tulsa was my stomping ground. Brixton was my stomping ground. Brixton Hill. I'll wake up, I'm going to my bedroom in Tulsa Hill. That was standard. It wasn't even out of the norm. Like, just walk to Tulsa Hill.
That's what I'm saying.
It's normal. Ride to Tulsa Hill, ride to Brixton Hill. There's 6-7 ends. I'm round there. You're in Norwood. You're in Kenneton. Yeah. That's it. It's just our stomping ground. Like,
that's how it was for us, isn't it?
We just grow, and we just. I'm saying to you, obviously have your little punch ups, whatever, but it's all good. Like, punch up and then we go and do something together. It is what it is.
There was more of an order in it. I think at that time there was more of an order.
Respect, but I think those things can come back with us doing things together, like speaking, music artists doing more collabs together. Yeah. Podcasts like yourself, inviting certain people that you wouldn't usually invite, that even had problems with, but you know what, we're going to talk about this on the podcast. Yeah. Those things bring people together. That's what I'm saying to you. And people, I notice, a lot of the young people, if they see people as their generation doing better, that they can see, and they can like, "Raw, my man used to be on crud," but like he's saying now, I'm not even on all that. I'm just gonna make some money, look after my family, and that helps. That's right. Yeah, so I'm saying to you, so the more people we can all help, and that can put themselves out there like that. We're winning. Yeah. So I believe it can change. I'm not one of the people that say, "Oh, we're doomed." We're not doomed.
We're not.
Yeah, we're not doomed. We're just in a bad place, and it 100. Can change with the help of all of us.
All of us
working as a team. Yes, and as a community, we all kind of start. We doesn't have to all get together and have big meetings. We just have to just play your part.
That's right. Yeah.
So you lot doing a dope podcast helps. Yeah. Next man doing a dope podcast helps. The next man doing studio helps. The next man doing car wash helps. The next man, everyone doing their thing and just doing it positive and progressive helps. It's a contribution.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, man.
Because that ends thing, it's got ridiculous now for me personally. It's
terrible, bro.
Like, youths from Tulsa said he can't call Brixton. I'm like, bruv, I've been going Brixton Hill my whole life. Even to this day, I still walk up and down Brixton. I see all of the youngers. I think they will know who man is, but man's not in. Because man's the older generation. I feel like we had a little bit more. like the things was between each other. Like it was against individuals. It wasn't against ends.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
have a problem with someone in Brixton, but you still go Brixton shopping with your mum.
That's
I'm
right.
still in Brixton
Yeah,
Market with my mum. Straight. I'll be honest. But I might have problems with someone from there.
Yeah.
But then I might have problems with someone from Brixton Hill.
Yeah.
But that's an individual. But the whole ends loves me, but me and him don't get along. But nowadays it's like they've made it into this, like, I feel like some of the American culture has come over here.
100%.
So it's like them youths want to be like Chicago guys. It's like, I'm not from 63rd or like, you know, like,
fam. They even made the numbers.
So it's like, because they brought that in, they didn't realize that when they brought that in, it was actually coming with more than that. Because I know the government was starting to see raw. Like, wait a second, these youths are all linking up now. Wait a second, no. Let's make the youngers create dumb beef. Now the beef is so dumb. I believe that some of the youngers don't even know what they're banging for.
Yeah,
No, they don't.
Most of them don't even know what they're banging for. I've asked loads of them. A lot of them don't know what's going on. A lot of them is forced. A lot of
peer pressure.
See, a lot of the young, a lot of that is to blame on my generation and the generation that we grew up with. What we done, we was come from a certain struggle and a certain kind of dynamic of street culture, and we made it look good.
Yeah.
We made it look good made it look the best we could because it was so hard, and we made it look like flamboyant, and we was doing robberies, and a lot of that stuff made it look, someone that's looking at it like, wow, that life is great. I want to do that. And that's what it was, without making them, they didn't understand a different side of it that we were trying to get out. They didn't see that side of it. They just saw the actual flamboyant side, the nice, like, designer clothes, cars, without understanding that these are trying to build something and get out.
That's right.
And so we also have a part to play in that, and also we have a part to play in fixing that.
100%.
Saying to you, and coming back and putting down certain platforms in order to change that whole dialect and that narrative. We have to kind of change it to be more progressive. I think that is the steps that need to be taken in order to see that kind of change on a big level. 100%. Otherwise, it's going to go pear-shaped. I'm saying, so it has to be us putting certain platforms in and changing the narrative that's not cool. That whole thing is there's so much stuff to do, so much place to travel to.
Exactly.
The world is the oyster, man. The world is the oyster.
So
and you know that when the first time I actually left this country and I travelled, I said, what am I doing in the UK? And I didn't even go anywhere far. I went to like Denmark, like France, Germany, and I was like, raw.
Even like when we go down,
life is different over here. It's all clean. The people are all friendly.
Feel
like,
safe.
Brother, like, what's going on? Like,
Safe
I was so confused because everyone's like, oh, these countries, they're racist.
They're racist,
like, nah, bro. Maybe it is, but I'm not feeling any of that energy. Does that make sense?
You feel it more here.
Like, I'm feeling it here. So I'm like, raw, these kids need to get out of the country. And when I went to Africa, I was like, no. Man's definitely lost. We're definitely lost.
They programmed us.
You see it.
Because all this stuff they've even told us about Africa's poor and
to stay away.
This and that, and
so they could go and clean up.
Big heads.
Well, you see it, I told you.
But I saw the most beautiful. Everything I saw was beautiful out there. I can't even think of a bad memory that I saw. Even if I saw poverty, I still saw like another side to it.
As well,
like it was crazy. So like I was thinking, the world's so big, but man was so restricted to a little area.
Lambeth.
A little area.
Bro.
And they've done that around the whole world, though, to loads of people. That's what I'm saying. That's where the brainwash comes and the misdirection. And that's what we're not understanding. Like, we're getting tricked. I'm saying to you, to not see a bigger picture. They're keeping us in a small little zone on purpose. That's it. They benefit the most by keeping everyone in that little zone, like a little hamster wheel. And we need to know that the world's big. As soon as young people travel and they see the world, their whole mindset changes.
Changes completely.
Changes straight away. I've heard loads of people say, I've heard artists that I've worked with, they've gone on tour and they said, nah, I'm not staying on the ends no more. You realise how bummy the ends is.
And how rundown it is, like,
that's
and just
start
how
thinking, this is what we're doing, we're just sitting on the wall and all that. It's all mad. Like, it's all, that's what you start realising, nah. And that's what we need to do, though. It's more encouraging that kind of behaviour. More people going, travelling and doing projects abroad, buying land abroad, buying houses, doing projects abroad, and then buying land and all that. That is a big thing. When people see that, they're like, wow, there's another world. Going Jamaica, going Africa, going to like even Switzerland or whatever, going holiday on certain places. Not the typical holidays like Ibiza and Ainapa. Go somewhere else. Go somewhere else and the Thailand mountains, or go somewhere else and people can see that. That shows a different light to the young people, and they follow suit. They'll be like, "Raw, what we can go to these places." Because nothing man think can't go there. Like, say you just said Denmark, man, I'm like, what we can go Denmark.
Yeah.
What we can go Denmark.
Yeah,
Don't lie.
my dad, he'd be like, raw boy, I don't know about Guy Clearly, you know, and man, don't really go to that. I'm like, Dad, it's cool. Europe is blessed. Like, it's not like when you was growing up.
You have to go Venice and these places. You have to go all these places. You have to go and travel. And I'm saying Portugal, go everywhere and see different cultures and interact with different people, make new friends.
That's right.
That's what a lot of us don't understand. Is that there's people, there's loads of people on the planet, fam.
There's
Beautiful
enough people on the planet,
bro.
and we're worrying about the little people in our area. You see what I'm trying to say?
Man, about pagans, I'm saying, fam, go on a holiday, fam. Pagans won't mean nothing to you.
They won't even
know where you are.
You even know where you are. You ain't even gonna see them, bro. Unless you go some big place that everyone's going. Like,
you don't see no one. And I'm saying to you, I've all man told me they've gone on holiday, seen a next man. They said just them two, and they've spoken.
See?
And then they said, "Raw, why don't I like you? Why don't we know, fam?
Look at that.
We don't even know why I don't like. I don't even know why I don't like you. Why we beefing again?
Yeah, why we beef? Yeah.
Because I think one time, remember, someone chased down Rare, and I think he come back Rare, and then that's why I think.
So it was all pointless.
So it's not. So when you go down to beef, like, so I haven't really got a direct problem with you. I just someone else that's not even my friend, really, just from my area. He chased down someone that you don't know from your area, and now you don't like me. That is weird.
That is so weird, and that's
so weird.
The origins of beef, when people really get to it, it doesn't even make sense.
Well, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't even make sense, and that's why I said when I see the youngers going through it, I understand that when you're in it, it's different, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Because you're saying, "Raw, them man are trying to take my life."
Yeah,
like this is a serious thing. Like,
so I can't let
to me.
Yeah,
so I can't be. You know what I'm saying? I've got to have my friends around me because they're my protectors to a certain extent. But when you leave the ends, or when you get out the ends, your life changes. Even if a man goes up north, you know,
that's it.
If a man goes to Manchester now. Bro, it's a whole different scenario. He could change his whole identity. He could be a whole different person.
He can go back to his normal self.
Yeah.
Like, well, man will say, what's his name, man? Jason.
Yeah. We say he's not a big killer no more.
Man say, what's his name? My name's Jason.
I'm Jason.
Man, I'm Jason, fam. Like, bro, don't like, nice to meet you. Like, yeah, fam. Man gets a normal girlfriend. Man's nice now. Man saying, yeah, my life changed now. I don't care about pagan. I go shop. I walk to the town centre free. And that's what I'm trying to say. And like, a lot of, you know what is sad? A lot of the men that can't even do normal enjoy, like they can't go West End and feel safe.
Yeah.
Like you can't do normal things. Like they can't go to a nice restaurant. It's like, fam.
Because they think that the ops are going to come in there. Yeah.
Like, you can't go buy, like enough of these men can't go with their girlfriend to the cinema. Like one up. It's like, bro, fam, you got to go like some cinema in Luton.
Yeah, off ends.
And it's mad, you're from Streatham, no, you got to go cinema in Luton, fam.
They want to go Odeon.
Can't
even go Odeon.
Can't
even go to Odeon or the Ritzy in Brixton and watch a nice movie in there.
Fam. Man's going to meals, getting chased down. You just want to get a meal with your girlfriend, fam. Like it's all mad, fam. Like that thing. I think we're gonna have to change it by having these conversations and people seeing how kind of dumb down they're moving, it will help. Because when you realise it, like, what is man doing out here, fam? That's mad. Man's beefing people we don't even really know. Man beefing the ends that we don't even know.
Exactly.
Like, just because you're blue and we made red, you don't like us. It's mad. Like, bro, we don't even know each other. We don't know. It's mad. And another thing that's scary for my generation is like, because I know all the mums and dads. So when someone dies, the person that person killed, their parents are at the funeral. Both the parents, like, cause the parents know each other. That's weird. I'm like, bro,
that is weird.
Like your mum and dad, like you're only in Croydon because your dad moved from Brixton to Croydon. Yeah, and you grew up in Croydon, but your dad is from Brixton, and your dad know each other. They grew up together. So when you killed him and he's from Croydon, at the funeral, all our brethren are there. That's weird. Yeah, I'm saying that's what's been happening. No one's even talking about that. Like,
I didn't even know that. Yeah,
that's happening a lot because all the parents, we all know each other. So they're beefing. You're just beefing. Like a man will go like think he's out of the ends and gone tooting and took up a local youth. But that little youth is my brother that's moved to Tooting. Yeah, the ends was getting hot for him, so he moved to Tooting. And his son grew up in Tooting. Yeah. But it's true like what you're saying though, because even with Lowski, Ty and Nizzy, and then Lowski's got beef in Brixton, basically. That's the reality. These are all we're all families. That's happened loads of times. I got friends all over the place that moved out like to different ends. And that's the man them. That's the Brooks. They're from Brixton, or they're from Peckham, or whatever. But they just moved out, and their kids are growing up in like a new area. Yeah. But their foundation is Peckham or Brixton or Junction. That's all it is. But now all the kids are beefing. It's mad. It's madness. Because the dads are not in touch with each other. Like that's like you two's kids beefing each other. Yeah. I'm saying, well, fam, makes no sense. He's like, oh, I haven't got time. I'm being busy, you know. Well, what if he kills your son? That's mad. And that's what's happening. The adults ain't kind of coming together and saying, you know what, let's kind of see if we can speak and kind of, they don't have to be best friends, but we can just like make it amicable where they can move around.
That's right.
And they know that, okay, you don't like each other, but it's not going to be no death.
Make it like a mutual ground. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
I don't like you still, but I'm not going to kill you.
Yeah.
That's all right. See, I can work with that. Like, raw, you don't like each other, but we're going to stay out each other's way, but I'm not going to kill you though, and you're not going to kill me. We're cool. If that can happen in a lot of situations, I'll be happy. That's a good step.
Yeah, of course.
Because obviously some things can't get squashed. Some people don't like each other. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't like enough people, but I'm not gonna go and kill them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. Like I love myself too much.
Thank you. Nah,
I'm busy. I'm busy. Finding self and learning about myself to entertain any kind.
I don't even have time to entertain that. Yeah.
So I'm busy. So that's what it is. But I still don't like you, but I'm just busy. That's what I'm saying to you. And that's what it is. So if I can get that over to some of the youths, like just be busy. Yeah. Just be progressive. And what that does in turn makes them forget about that other stuff. Yeah. I'm saying to you. So that's ways that we can do that.
No, that's sick, man.
Yeah, I respect that still.
Proper.
I wanted to like talk to some of the youngers and find out what is it that's making you lot continue these beefs. Yeah. Because some of you lot have even moved off the ends. So some of them are living in Kent, some living in Luton. Yeah. So I'm saying, bro, so why are you still repping these ends? Like, you don't even live here anymore. Like, what does it mean to you? And he's like, but man, that's where man came from, innit? Yeah. But I'm like, but that's not where you're going, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Your future's
in life,
brighter.
you've changed now. You've got a family, kids. Like, do you still really want to keep this up? Man's just telling me, bruv, if I catch them, man, it's on. Them man stabbed me 10 years ago. And I feel like man has to start letting go of them old school beefs. I know it's hard for man, but man has to start letting go of it. Because in hindsight, it's not, there's no benefit to it. Man beefing man for 30 years, bro. Like, man's got kids that are 30. Like, what?
When we get to 50, they're saying, "Oh, I'm in my pagan." Like, bro,
and look how silly that sounds.
Big man, like pagan. And what you said, it's a good thing you said that, you know, because imagine there's enough man, they're repping their ends still, and they're not on the ends, and then all what's happening, the pagans are going back to the ends and stabbing up youths that are just going to school.
Thank you.
That enough to do with it.
Civilians.
It's a normal guy going to school, and then he's getting stabbed. It happened the other day. So I look at youths walking, and he gets stabbed up, but he's going to shop for his mum. He's not a gang member, but because the youths that are talking or gang are living in their mansions down their apartments, out of the ends, they're still cussing but saying, "Oh, rare, man's from this block." So the people are coming to that block, but they're not gonna find you there because you don't live there no more. They're gonna find little normal innocent youths walking around or playing football, and they're gonna juke them up.
And then them innocent youths, sometimes it could be a bad situation because he might just recover and say, "Fuck that. I'm going for man. I'm riding out now. I've got a reason."
Now he's got a reason.
Because I was innocent. A man's fast with me.
There you go.
You get me?
So you create a mad cycle again. Now you got an innocent youth that was just playing football and said, "I was going football," and then you lot just took me up. And I'm mad now. Now I can't play football no more. Watch. And then now he's on a crud. And so you just carried on a cycle, and that's come from someone that's not even in the hood. You're in an apartment somewhere. Nice. That's mad. I'm saying to you, and that's what I say to people, like, oh, it's all a myth. From you come off the hood, just call it a day after that.
It's true.
From you left that ends, just call it a day now. I don't live down the ends no more. You know what? Boom, I'm doing this now. I'm a rapping or a producer, or I'm doing this now. I got a job. Like, call it a day now. And it's do you know what? I believe that if you focus on positive, negative won't come around you. So if you just keep focusing on positive things and see if a man is in the end zone, he just goes to work. After a while, he's not even seeing no one. He's not even going to see no one. He's just going to be on his own journey. I'm saying to you,
100%.
I'm in the hood all the time. Like, I got my place in the hood. I got my studio in the hood. I'm not necessarily living there all the time, but I'm there and no one doesn't see me. Some people say, "Well, I didn't see you for long." I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm saying to you, I don't need to see you. Why?
That's right.
Why?
I'm busy,
I'm busy, fam. Why do I need to see you? I don't need to see you. I'm a big man. I'm not gonna you don't see me on the wall standing up chilling with the man them. Like,
outside your studio. Like,
I'm gonna be outside the studio standing there. I don't do that. Like, I'm in the studio, I'm there, and I'm gone again. If I don't need to be there, I'm gone. That's what I'm saying to you. And that's when you move like that, you don't get into no problem. And a lot of the young people, I think, when they start doing stuff and they got something to keep them occupied, they're not gonna be seen. That's what it is. When you start making money, you're doing stuff, fam, you got no time for that. Yeah. And that's what you'll find. A lot of the youths that are doing good, whether they're musicians or got a job or whatever, the minute they start making money and they see that pattern start coming in, fam, they ain't got no time for pagans. And they're like, no, that's all long now.
Exactly. You don't want to turn back to that. You get me?
Yeah, that's what it is. And I think that's what it is. And another, do you know what's a big thing as well, that I think we need to speak about and no one not speak about? See, relationships, like man, them need to go and get girlfriends, fam. I just see man with like 20 man, fam.
Yeah.
Like, where's your girlfriend?
No female around you, yeah.
Bro, where's the girls, fam? There's no female, bro. I don't understand that. I'm saying, bro, like there's a 25 man all the time.
It's true, and the man that's like that, that's the man them that go mad, rude boy. I'm not like, you get me? That
that's bare testosterone, and that's why certain men are used to
end
jail.
up killing man, yeah.
And jail's normal to them because it's like, and that's what when I went jail, I was like, bruv, I can't come back here.
No females
This
in
is
it.
not for me. And then baby was like, what's wrong? I'm like, bruv, you too much man. I don't like you, man. I don't like you, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to be in my cell and want to chill. I just want to write love letters, bro. I'm not on this gangster thing. I want my woman.
Sometimes I just want to hug and just lay in my girl's arms, like, you get
Brother,
me? Like,
I'm not on that. I'm not on that 24-hour bagman thing.
And that's what
Be
I'm gonna
honest.
say.
I couldn't understand it.
And that's why that's important for us to that narrative of the man them finding girlfriends and being in a relationship and settling down and understanding certain things that needs to be pushed. And it's not this. I don't see everyone with 60 man. I'm like, raw, where's the girlfriend? I hear no one talk about girls. I'm like, raw, man, it's mad. There's no one talking about like you need a foundation. You need someone that you can speak to and chat to and just chill with and do certain things.
Give you a different type of energy.
You need that female.
Sometimes
energy.
even the wake up call. Bro. You get me? Like my girl, sometimes I'll go to her, I'll be like, yeah, she'll be like, well, you done this, but you know, like, I might not like it at the time, but you see, when I reflect, I'll be like, let me change that trait there. You get me? Because from she's saying it, she's not gonna tell me on some hating thing. She's telling me on a real thing. But where man come from, man get upset. You get me? But
you need that.
You need that, man. The reality check.
The man them, you know. And your girl says, you know what? Where you going? Yeah, we're gonna let the man them. Nah, man, come, it's chill, man, come to go park.
Yeah.
Fam, she could save your life that day, fam.
That's real.
Right.
It's real.
You know what I'm saying? So see, sometimes you have to be mindful of what we're doing and get in. We have to start tapping into more of different energy, not this 60 man energy. Sometimes you say, you know what, let me go and build a foundation with someone. Saying to you, let me have a foundation with this woman and then let me and her build. Saying to you, that's what it is now. We're building with man them that are not even our real friends. So you're doing all that gang banging with people that's not even your friends. It's mad. You're better off putting something into you and a woman that you can build with and have a foundation, a better foundation.
And you know what is deep? It's deep about that. Yeah, is that most men that I knew that was growing up and they was on road and then they just left, and I was like, why did they left? And then I found out they had a baby mother, had a child, and that kind of made man say, I'm off the roads.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm getting my job. I'm looking after my youth. I ain't really got time for that. I got my missus and she's always in my ear, and I got my youth, and that's what kind of. I'm not saying that's the only factor to change.
That's man's stability.
But man, I feel like a lot of men that did actually help, and they weren't really with the man them all the time because they had their woman, and that was what their main drive was. So
imagine my brother came out of jail. He done I think like 16 years or something like that. 16 years, but comes out and then he says, yeah, I'm just gonna get a job. I'm saying, raw fam, after all those years wasted, fam, just gonna get a job. After all that, you should just got a job in the beginning, fam.
It's true though, isn't it?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. So you gotta think,
and you'll be nice now as well,
older
like,
than me, fam. Them are all in their late 30s. I'm in their late 40s. I'm saying, raw, that's mad. So it's never too late. So obviously it's never too late. You can start anytime, but fam, that you wasted all those years, bro. Like, you should just got a job a long time. Like
100%.
Build up your credit,
bro.
You would have a couple mortgage by now, a couple yards.
If you see what man goes jail for, you got to remember, if a man goes jail for like 50 grand or something and he gets like 15 years or something like that, and then you split that 50 grand over the years, bro, he's getting like 4 grand or something a year. Bro, you get more from signing on, fam.
Do you know what's deep about what you just said? That's my tactic of when I talk to youths, how to try and show them the difference. Because like, say I know someone who's gone jail for something, and I'm like, bruv, he went jail for, like, the other day I saw on the news, they said the boy kidnapped you and they napped him. They got 30 years for 4 grand. Now I said, mathematically, it doesn't even make sense what they done. What? Let me tell you why. I work a legit job. I could make in about 4 or 5 months, I can make 4 grand. Yeah, in savings. In savings, not even what expenditure. I'm just talking about savings. So wait a second, I made 4 grand but them man are doing 30 years for
so
4
wait
bags.
there. What did they do? Nap someone and
They napped someone and tortured him, and they only got 4 bags. But I'm saying that 4 bags, it wasn't worth the 30 years.
No
it would never be worth it.
It would never be worth it.
If you have a legit job right now and you're just in Tesco stacking shelves, bro, you're gonna get like what one a month. Bro, if you put 12 months of a year, bro, you've made twice what you've ever made.
You're right,
there.
bro. Just be
and
patient.
It's less risk, and you don't have to worry about.
It's the patience, isn't it? It's the patience.
Bro, there's no risk, nothing. You're stacking. You can do your stuff. You can go on a little holiday when you're ready. You go weekender. You can do loads of stuff. That's what I'm saying to you. And when the people in jail, that's why a man's in jail crying. I saw a man in jail crying. Like, they was wounded, like doing 30 years and that. And I'm saying, wait there. So You got no money, you're in jail broke, you got no money to come out to, and the money you went to was like, the money you're in there for is like 10 grand. Like, that's not even worth it. And you're doing a mad bird. That's mad. I never got it. Like, that's crazy. And after you come out and a big man, now you're going to get a job. That's mad. Yeah, so now you're a big boy, you're going to get a job way after that. That doesn't make no sense. Don't make no sense. You might as well get a job or start a business or do something from the beginning. Yeah. That's what I'm saying to people. I'm trying to help enough young people like, fam, we've done it. Like, bro, I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Yeah,
exactly.
I'm telling you, I've told him, like, bro, it's not worth it. Like, I'm giving you the heads up. Yeah. I'm saying to you, it's like you walk into a tunnel and you dropped and you bust your head and everything, and then you climb back up and said, fam, don't go for that tunnel. Yeah, don't go there. Don't go for that tunnel. Yeah. I'm saying to you, I'm just giving you a heads up. The tunnel's going to be dark. It's still dark. Don't get me wrong. There might be another hole, but I dropped down the first one, so I'm trying to give you the heads up to avoid the first one. You might drop down the second one, because I haven't been to the second one yet, and everyone's journey is different. But the first one's right there, and I don't need to drop down it, so I'm giving you the heads up. And that's what it is with people. Sometimes they don't want to take the heads up, and they're going to go down another journey. I've had young youths, I've said to them, like, I've mentored them, like, bro, don't do that. This is what's going to happen. They've not listened. They've gone there, from jail crying. Judge, bro, my girl's gone. Got a man, they don't even visit me. I said, I told you that's going to happen. That's the blueprint.
Yeah, that is. That's the blueprint, bro.
That's
the streets.
You can't even take it personal. It's normal.
That's how it goes.
Bro. You go to jail, someone takes your girl. The man don't see. The man are busy banging and doing other things. Like, so that's gone. And then you end up your mum's checking how many miles to come and see you.
And the amount of stress you're putting your mum under, you don't even know.
So that's the blueprint of it. So I've already given you a heads up on the blueprint. You didn't want to listen. Now you're gonna have to experience the blueprint. And sometimes some people just have to experience a blueprint. They don't want to hear, so you must feel. And that's how it goes sometimes. And I understand sometimes you have to learn by feeling. I understand that. But just make sure when you come out, you're ready, you've got the plan ready, and you're ready to put that energy into something else, a different direction, and then you can win. So it's a learning process at the same time, but you also can listen, and you can avoid certain things.
But 30 years though to teach a lesson, though, bro.
That's a long time.
Long time, but some people don't listen. Must feel
like these little I think it's like what 20, and he said you got 30, and he's like, that's not that long. And I'm looking.
Man said it's not that long, you know.
I'm like, bro, I'm just thinking about my children, and I'm thinking all my children are gonna be like probably married, and scary. Everyone's moved on. Like, so by the time you're coming out,
grandchildren,
like, I'm an old man, proper old. Like everyone's old, and even the people that you done this for, everyone's life changed. Yeah. But you think man's gonna still be annoyed after 20 years?
And the way society's moving as well, you're gonna be behind, bro. So behind. It's like you've been living in the cave. You get me? You're gonna come out. Everything, technology's adapted so fast.
Corona,
face what's going on? Like, you're lost. You're just like a caveman. Like, you get me?
Scary time, fam. That's what I'm saying to you. That's why a lot of the people, they need to think before. I remember it was when I was in jail, there was a course you had to do. I think it was called Think First or something like that.
Yeah, thinking skills.
Yeah, and all that Think First. Like.
It was Think First, yeah.
Yeah, and see, it was Think First, and Think First. And when I was doing it, when they first told me, I was like, man, do not Think First course. Like, I think the man's like,
man dumb.
The man was ignorant. Like, what man do not think? Man knows, man's clever. And I was ignorant. You get me? Then when I was on the course and they're saying certain things, I'm saying, raw. Like, they're saying things that make sense. I'm saying, raw. I didn't even, like, most of the stuff I done, I didn't even think. Yeah. I didn't think at all. When they're saying stuff now, I'm saying, well, I didn't even think about that. I literally didn't think about nothing I was doing. I was just doing it. I didn't think about no consequences, no how it will affect me, my family, no one. I was just doing it. And that kind of course, I'm not gonna lie, that course kind of helped change the way I was thinking at a certain age when I was younger. So that's important. You have to think first. You have to. If you don't think first, you're gonna suffer some dangerous consequences. And that's just the rule. That's like.
And even certain like vials that the youths are saying that are vials, they're not even vile. It's just the internet is making it. It's like you've got something to prove to the man then. But I'm telling you, the same people you're out there proving it to are not going to be the same people visiting you.
Exactly. That's right. Gonna put that's your name the realest there.
Put your name on a tee.
That's so and real.
Make weight 1-2 bars. And that's it. You're forgotten about because life moves on out here. Every day, life is moving. Nobody's staying stable. No one's is stagnant in outside here. The only people that are stagnant are the people that are in jail because they ain't really got a lot to do. But everyone that's on road is they keep moving, whatever way it is, whether it's a bad way or good way. They're just moving. So no one ain't got time to be thinking about you 6 years down the line saying I need to send him a PO. Man's life is different now. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking after my youths, or I'm up in Wales, or I'm in Glasgow.
On the holiday.
I went to Kenya for 4 months. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's life's changing. So you see when you're doing things and saying it's a vial, a lot of the youths nowadays, anything's a violation to them. I don't know why they're so over emotional. It's like man will write a comment and be like, what? when I see my man, it's on. But I'm like, a comment, bro. Like,
mad,
really? Like, you're gonna... Man wrote a comment to me and said he's gonna do... I'm like, cool, have a nice day. I see man on the road, I'm like, he's a joker. And I just keep it... I got too much things to be putting my freedom at risk for a comment, bruv. And then when I'm in court and then they're like, yeah, he killed him because he wrote a comment under the video.
That's when they're gonna be
because they already know.
you.
Don't think the police are dumb.
What your mental stability is like. You get me? Right, you killed man for a comment. What?
That's what I'm saying.
Lock you up for time.
You know what it was? That goes back to a lot of the man them that have got their sons out on the road, and you know, is a stigma like, oh, my son's not listening, or my son's not doing this, or I got like no control of my son. It's a conversation. Nothing of having it's just going to your son and having a conversation. Enough sons are out there that I think their dads are bummy or dad's not showing me no love, fam. Go and have a conversation with him. That's all it is, a conversation. And you know, is the honest conversation can change your whole thought process on someone. And I think that's what we're not having, the right conversation with our mums and our dads, and we're not having that conversation. It's like everyone's scared to talk. No one wants to talk, and I think that's vital in our community for us to be talking to our dads and our mums on a serious level, and our mums and dads be talking to the youth them on a serious level. I'm saying to you, like, it's not like enough dads are gone, but they're embarrassed. A lot of them are embarrassed to come around their children because they feel that they can't give them money. I'm saying to you, and it's not about money.
I've been saying this, bro. I've been saying this.
Money, it's about time,
energy.
Yes. I'm saying to you, Raw, phone your son, just talk to him. Like, Raw, I got your back, you know. Like, I might can't give you no money right now, you know, but I got your back. Like, Raw, do you want me to, like, you want a job interview? I'll follow you to job interview. Like, Raw, what do you need? Like, I'll help you. I'm saying to you, like, just little. That's all your son wants. And then same for the son. Your dad might just want a little phone call, like, because he feels like he's embarrassed. You get me? Like, he hasn't really helped you. Phone him like, Raw, dad, you know what? I'll big you up. You get me? That's phone to big you up. You get me? I just phone to see if you're alright. You're right though, dad. Like, that's all they need sometimes.
No, it's true. You
that's
know,
all it is. The dad will be like, Raw, my son has phoned me. You know, he didn't want no money, nothing. The phone to see if I'm alright. See that, he'll be like, Raw, like, I love my son. You know. Then he starts doing it back like, Raw, son, how are you? You're alright. How's your day been? And see that, it starts a conversation. I'm saying to you, now it starts a bond. I'm saying to you, where there's no money involved, there's no nothing involved. It's just unique. It's real. And that's what we need to go back to, the raw core. And say for the mums and dads and daughters and mums and sons, and like, it's just a real conversation. Like, well, you're right. How you feeling? That's all it is. No, nothing to do nothing. Well, how you feeling, mum? You're right, yeah. How's life? What's on your chest? Speak to me, rowdy. And say for dads, sisters, brothers, that's all we need to start tapping back into. Conversations and speaking.
Open up, man.
Open up
to your close ones.
Everything's social media. We're not having real conversations, real physical in the real life. I'm saying to you, it's everything kind of fake. I'm saying to you, like, Raw, show, like, I see someone, they say, oh, I showed you love. Where? How? I showed you love on your Instagram. But that's not love,
though.
That's not love,
man. Like, well, because you like my thing, or...
Well, you can't like my thing and say that you holler, I'm holding me over there. That's not holler, bro. Like, you phone me and see if I'm alright. Like, phone me, fam. Like, Raw, see if I'm alright. Saying to you, like, it's good to phone even your brethren that are your close friends, like, phone them, like, Raw, fam, how are you? You alright, yeah? How you been feeling?
Real.
How's your health? I'm saying, you good, yeah? How's your relationship with your missus, you get me? And they might say, fam, you know what?
It's peak right now,
yeah. Kind of stress, you know, like, and then you start talking to them, like, and after the conversation, they're like, no, fam, obviously, I need that conversation, you know. I needed that, fam.
A man said that to me about a month or two ago. He phoned, man, and he's like, bruv, I'm going through a babe, mother. And I was sitting on the phone and we was having some 2-hour conversation. And you know what? He's like, brother, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I needed to hear this because I was moving kind of mad. I'm not gonna lie, and I was thinking, and I was like, bro, don't. I was telling him all the things because you see, when you're outside of a situation, you can give man the best advice because you're not in it. You're not in it, so you're looking at it from a clear view. And I was giving him the good, and then after he's like, yeah, I done what you said, you know, and everything's moving right now. And I was like, thank you, you know what I'm saying? Because he was about to go to the house and go. I said, brother, that's not gonna cure the situation. Get an intermediate, and then you know, still see your youth because you don't want to do anything that you're gonna regret later on. He's like, but she's taking the mic, bruv. It's not like that. But man's like an idiot. I said, bruv, but we're big men now, bro. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man has to know that this is your baby mother. This is your child's mother. You got
to have respect.
You know what I'm saying? You got to, to a certain extent, move a little bit right, or you're gonna get left. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think all he needed was that 2-hour conversation. All he needed was that 2-hour conversation.
I was like therapy to him. That's all he needed. That's all loads of us need. It's just that one conversation. That's all it is. That conversation can change your whole life, fam. And that not having that conversation could have made him go there, kick the door off, and go to jail. And that's what I'm saying to you. That's how important that conversation is. That's what I'm trying to tell everyone, that one little thing you can do, phone someone and say, "Well, how you feeling?" That one thing, you know, like, "Well, what going on, fam? You good, yeah?" No, don't say you're good, yeah. because that means you're assuming
that man's good.
It's
Yeah,
like, raw
yeah.
fam, how are you? How you feeling?
That's
Then they'll
me,
be like,
yeah.
raw, you know what? Not so good, you know. Like raw, you might phone a man, you know, and you might say to him, raw, you good, yeah, fam? Yeah, just phone checking, yeah. And he's like, oh yeah, cool. Then he hang up. But then if you phone and said, raw, how you feeling? You might say, you know what? Trying to get a job, you know, like, raw, what kind of job? Like painting job. Raw, my uncle does that. You know, go on, I'll link you up. He's like, oh, thanks, bro, you got a job. Because you ask you ask different questions.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying to you.
You don't know, you don't answer.
Yeah,
you don't know if you don't answer.
We have to approach things on a different level. I'm saying to you, so yeah, man, that's how it is, man. I think those things are like just mad important to make sure that our people are in good places and we're checking up on them regularly. I'm saying to you, especially adults as well. A lot of another thing where we think because we're young or we don't have to check on the older generation.
Yeah, they'll be alright.
They're alright. No, fam. You're a young person, phone your aunties, your uncles, and phone them and vibe with them.
So look, a question I wanted to ask you is, do you think that as men we don't express we don't express to another man a lot, like we don't say our feelings to other men?
We don't. What we've been taught is we're too hard. We've been taught to be hard.
Yeah.
Like when you're little, man, what you crying for? Man, don't cry, you know. Man, don't cry, fam. What you doing? Fix up.
Fix up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like what? Man will punch you up and you're like, raw.
It's true, you know.
Now when you get that feeling again, you're like, raw. I'm living showing them my brethren that I'm in a certain way, and we. So that what we do, we shut down. Everything's about balance. Everyone has feminine and masculine. All of us. So it's about balancing that out. I'm saying to you, so you can't just be straight alpha. That's mad. You have to tap into a feminine side of you. We all got it.
Olivia said that the other
We all
day.
got it. We all got the feminine side of us. It's about tapping into it. When a man says that man don't cry, fam, you need to cry, fam. You need to release that. You need to release that emotion out. You mad? If you build it up to, bro, if you build that emotion up, and then you fight, you do something mad, bro, because that's gonna come out during the fight. It's gonna come out during something in a mad way.
Yeah. So
you have to release it. You have to speak about it. Speak. It can come through speaking, doing something, or crying. It comes out. I'm saying to you, and that needs to be released.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, all of us as humans, that has to be released. That's just how it goes. We have to release that. I'm saying to you, it's like not having a shit. You have to bust a shit. Otherwise, you can mash at your stomach.
It's
that's
true,
what I'm saying to you.
though.
Things have to come out.
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, and that's what we have to realize. Things have to come out. And as men, we don't. You know what it is, and it's because back to the same thing with the conversation. Someone doesn't set the conversation. Someone doesn't say to you like, "Bro, how you feeling?"
Yeah.
That's what it is. No one doesn't say that to you. So that's why you're like, bro, how can you say it to someone else?
Yeah.
You're not used to someone saying it to you.
Yeah.
That's why you don't know. You feel awkward. But if someone phones you, say, "Well, how you feeling, bro? You alright? Yeah, everything for long." That changes your thing. Now then, you go to someone else, say, "You know what, well, bro? How you feeling?"
Yeah.
Like, raw fam, you know, I'm good, you know. Like, raw, why you ask me that? They all feel happy that you asked them that because no one has asked them that. They're like, raw, no one's asked me how I felt for like 10 years.
Yeah.
My man just phoned me and said, "Well, how you feeling, bro?" That's deep, bro. Like I'm saying that we don't understand those little things. Even for our women, like don't phone your woman and say, "Raw, how you feeling?" She's like, "Raw." She all look at you funny.
Nah, you're right.
What do you want? Man must be horny or something. You get me? But you say, "Nah, how do you feel? How are you? How you feeling? Like how's your body? How's your health? How you feeling inside?" I'm saying to you, and you know, women will just start laying it off to you like, "Whoa, I feel like this," and you know, women go mad.
They go in.
They go in, but sometimes they need that.
Yeah,
a woman might need sometimes for you to just listen.
Yeah.
And even if you don't agree with her, just listen. Sometimes they need to offload it as well. Because it's the same thing as the crying thing I was talking about. They need to offload. Sometimes they might not even be making total sense to you.
Yeah.
But let them offload it. And they need that offload. Same for a man. Sometimes you just want to offload. You just want to talk.
Yeah.
I don't need to agree with nothing. I just want to talk.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I hate my man. I hate this person.
Yeah,
I hate
just
that
need to
person.
let off.
Fam, I hate this life. Fam, I don't like this.
My dad's like that in the morning, boy. He goes mad about everything.
Yeah, but
and we just leave him. But if you say something to him, that's it. It's beef.
Let him
Anyone
flow.
says one little thing, it's on, fam. Like, but if you just let him, yeah, man, I don't want to do this morning. I can't bother. Why is man driving like this? I just crash into him, you know. And I'm like,
sometimes you have to let him offload
Yeah.
and just speak to him like that. Sometimes they need that. It's like a therapy. We need it from. I'm saying we need to speak and just. I'm saying to you, it's good that when someone's listening as well. And I think we don't do that enough. And that's why.
we don't.
That's why the love in our community, especially between the man and all that, is off. I'm saying to you, and we can't share that with our sons or our daughters because we didn't have it. So if you're not used to saying to someone how you feeling, how you gonna say that to your kids? It's mad. I'm saying to you, don't say it to our children like, "Well, how you feeling? How you feeling today?" Your daughter might turn around and say, "Dad, you know, I've been upset, you know, for the last month." What? What's the matter? You know what? Like we haven't really like spent no time together. You've been busy, but if you didn't ask that question, you wouldn't have got that from her. So she'd have been going on all a year and feeling like that, and you haven't asked her how she's feeling. Nothing to do with just anything. Just how are you feeling? Just tell me how you're feeling, and let them express themselves. Same for your son. Your son might be saying, you know what, oh dad, I like this girl, and get me, I don't know what to do. And they say, I don't like Raw, come sit down, get me, Raw, come let's chat, like who's she? And he tells about his girlfriend or a girl he likes, or he doesn't know how to talk to a girl, or the man never got girls and I ain't got a girl, then I don't know what to do. Do I need a girl as well? No, family don't need to be. You don't just because they got a girl. Don't mean you must have a girl. Like I'm saying to you, so it's just those things we don't express and speak about, and we need to start doing that with each other.
Yeah,
and just talk to each other and saying how are you feeling is a big thing.
Yeah, we do need to express how we're feeling, though, man. We definitely need to open up. You get me?
100%, 100%. I'm with that. 100%, man. And I feel like it's a conversation that, as men, we don't have a lot with other men. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, like you said, you see when you said it's very important that you have a female energy where, because female energy, more time is going to sit there and they're just going to listen. You know what I'm saying? I'll go to my mum's house sometimes to just unload. Like, my mum be like, raw. Like, she'll just be listening. And she'll throw in 1-2 points, but she'll listen a lot. Like, she'll be like, but if you do this, this is what's going to happen. And I feel like, if I never had that, I would have probably lost my mind already because the stuff man's gone through in man's life. You know what I'm saying? So that little bit of listening to man's little pain that man's gone through, that man don't really want to tell anyone as a friend, and that man wants to kind of hold it in. When you hold up too much inside of you and you don't release it, see, people don't realize this. Tears are actually healthy to do. It stops you from suicide. A lot of people don't know that. Like, if you cry, it stops your mind from going into that suicidal state. Crying is good for you. That's why the tears come out your eyes. They don't stay. Have you ever tried to hold tears in? Bro, they start hurting you.
It's hard though, and your mouth will start, your jaw and that. And
your eyes start moving blurry. It's like, it's not good to even hold tears in. But like I said, we come from societies and cultures where it's like you have to be hard.
You can't cry.
What do you mean cry? Man, never cry.
I've been at funerals, bro, and I'm bawling, and they're telling me not to cry. Like, people say, don't cry. I've been at funerals, bro, and I'm just like, how can I not cry? Like, I'm at a funeral, you get me? Like,
it's a human characteristic to cry. I think we forget that. Like, it's not just babies that cry, bro, like, or women, bro. It's a human characteristic to cry.
Men are meant to cry.
Like, I feel like nobody says this. Like, it's actually human to cry.
It is.
Like, you're humans, bro.
Just like you sneeze, you cough, you get me? Yeah, like.
And that's why these things are need to, and that's what I'm trying to say. These things need to be spoken about more on platforms. Like, you're allowed. This is normal human nature. Like, we're allowed to do cry. You see someone crying, you let him cry. Let her cry. Just calm. After when they finish, you come let's have a talk.
Yeah.
Let them cry. Like, I don't understand. Like, when someone's crying, oh no, don't make them stop crying. Why? Let them cry. Let it out. Let all of it out. Let all of it out. I'm saying to you, it's like if a man's angry, say, well, there's a punching bag, and you see him mashing up, and someone say, well, stop him now. No, fam, let him punch the bag until he's tired.
If the bag falls down, if the bag falls off,
he'll go. You want to chat now, fam? Like, chat now. Sit down, I'm tired. There you go.
The bag worked me out.
You let them have. That's what I'm saying to you, and that's what we need to start understanding. And these conversations are very important. And same for what you said about the going to, like me, a lot of this stuff, I'll be in a bad place. So if I'm going through certain things, I'll go speak to my mum or my sister. Straight. That's my therapy. They know, like, well, judge come and tell them, I'll say, listen, I'm pissed off, or the girl done this, or my girl done this, or I'll tell my mum, she done this, she done. Mum say, no, she's just going through this, and then you know your mums they help balance it back out again.
They're balanced.
That's why you need that. You need that. Otherwise, we will go mad. On our head, we'll be in like an alpha state, angry state. So after you leave your mum's house, you feel good. Feel better now. You lay it out. I'm saying to you that you need that female energy to balance you back out again, and it's so important. And that's what my book was talking about as well. The balance of the energy. The balance of the energy, and it's important. It's important. Very important.
Yeah, because I remember you was talking about that. You were saying even like when you was trying to, there was times obviously you was doing bad stuff, so you had that dark energy around you, and that weren't good for you. But then you even said there was times when you was trying to do good, but then it was just too much good energy, and it still weren't good for you. You get me? So I like the way you put that with the balance.
So what we do, what people make mistake of is like they just go too into the light. You can go too into the light, but that means you're off. Because there's yin and yang. There's two. So you have to balance it out. You can't go with yin and just chill with yin. It's two things. There's masculine and feminine. So you have to balance both of them. I'm saying to you, it's being in sync with two. I'm saying to you, and that's what we do. We have the dark side is in us naturally. It's in us. Like we have someone, you get dark thoughts, or you might see it. A man might be talking like, "Oh, I'd love to punch in his face." this is human nature. This is dark. That's just how our brains are. Like I'm saying to you, and you just got to be in control of that. That's all it is. I'm saying to you, and the light side as well. We just have to be in control, and that's all it is. When we got balance, we're in a good place. And most people that you find that are in a happy place because they're in a balanced place. I'm saying to you, so you can be from the streets and still do certain things and be good, have a job and all that, really. You still can have that street mentality because that's where you're from. So it's a balance. I'm saying to you. So that's all it is. Like you can still have a man in Tesco's is still stacking shelves, but doesn't mean you can bad him up. He'll knock you out. Because he's come from a certain place. He's still tough. He's still got a bang. He's not a dickhead just because he's gone Tesco's. I don't understand. You know when people think that because you're in a certain job or something, or you drive a van, you're a dickhead. Like, bro, my man will still mash you up. So he's still got balance though. That's all it is. He's got balance. He's not off. He's just doing this because he needs to pay bills. So he understands that he needs to have a balance. But he's still rolled. So he still mash you up.
And he still and he values himself. He loves himself, innit?
That's what I'm saying to you, and that's what people need to understand. That's someone with balance. I'm saying to you, so when you see someone like that they're actually winning because they've got balance. They're from a certain background, but they knew that to further better themselves, they got to do this. They've created a balance for themselves, and we have to understand the importance of creating the balance.
That's it.
Also, how long have you had PDC, Brixton Studio? Sorry,
I've had that now. I've had that for around 7 years, I think now.
7 years.
Yeah, it was 7 years. I've had that. Yeah, I've had it for a little while. At first, it was hard. I was building up and doing stuff, and I made loads of mistakes. And you just learn through business. With anyone that's got a business would know that there's like it's a hard task and it's down. There's days you want to quit. Days you want to carry on. And it's just been up and down. Now it's doing really well. We're in a dope place. It's really good. Got some dope sponsors, and it's doing really well. I'm saying to you, we got them. So now we got like our own distribution. I see that as well. I signed up still, man. I'm gonna be releasing some music through there, 1,000,000%. A&R in development. We do youth development. Normal private bookings. We're soon gonna be doing in syncing where people can get their stuff into movies and films. We're doing that soon. So it's like the platform's just grown. It's really good now. Like it's an adult place, and man,
sick.
That's sick, man. And what made you do it? Like what was the idea behind it? Like having your own studio.
I always said from when I was young, I just said, you know what, I didn't. Not easy. Putting things in place that I didn't have that I thought that would have helped me. So, because I look at everyone like myself and little brothers, I think, well, what would help them? And I said, if I do this, that would help some people. Saying to you, so I always said like people with talent, and even it's mad. My studio's not even just a music studio. People come to me for other things. Like it's mad. Like man will say to me, like, Jaja got relationship problems. I need help with the job. Jaja, I need to get in university. Can you help me? Jaj, can I do this? Like it's mad. My place is not even like a studio.
It's like a hub, innit?
People come there. People say, Jaj, this is not even like a studio. Like this is like. People just come and just chat to you about some different things. Like I got like big women that will come and chat to me about like therapy stuff. Like I had a divorce, Judge. Like, can you give me some advice? And that it's like and it's not even like they just feel comfortable speaking to me. That's how I got. Like, it wasn't even like a thing where that's the place. It's just like they're comfortable speaking to me about certain things, and that's how it came. And it just became like a community hub. I'm saying to you, and that's what we do. And it just grew from that. And it's just got a dope vibe in there.
Do you think that drill music incites violence?
I think it can. I think any music can incite, any hip hop, anything can incite it because you can inspire and motivate people to do things through music. So any music can do that. Rock and roll, anything. Rock and roll. Some people want to go and link up with Satan.
Go and link the devil and bite bats heads off and that.
Some soul songs make you just want to go and get a wifey right now.
Go and breed up the place.
Get me? If I was in a room and listened to soul for a whole year, the soul, fam.
Man's going out there for
bro, my wifey's going to love it, fam. Because I'm just going to be in a good place. You're like,
that's true.
Yo, baby. You're going to be like, yo, baby. Dad, I love you today. No, you're just in a good vibe. So every music has its influence, and it's just how you're taking it. And drill will have its bad, and some people see drill and say, you know what, that's getting people to move to another level. So I'm gonna use this platform to move to another level, to progress. And some youths are gonna see it and hear only juk and shank and think, okay, I'm on that.
I'm gonna do.
So they're gonna take that, and it is gonna, when something's the main music, it will influence more people. So drill right now is like one of the main musics. Saying to you, so when garage was the main music, a lot of people listened to garage and it was happy-go-lucky, go to rave. And when jungle was the main music, everyone was taking E's and drugs, and everyone that's what it was. It was influencing everyone to take drugs and smoke crack, and that was the jungle and kind of acidy kind of music influenced people to take drugs. That was the influence it had on people. And garage had its influence. Raps have his influence. Grime had its influence. Remember Grime's man was telling you, come in your mum's house and kill everyone and like mad. And it kind of influenced a certain type of people. And now you got drill. And drill's gonna also influence a certain type of people and gonna make them think that something is cool. Like shanking just became cool.
Yeah, like
it just became cool. I was like,
all of a sudden.
It's just cool. Like shank a man, like what? Shank him up, juke him up, juke the hell out of him.
They got different names for it. That's how you know it's starting to become like a household.
They started naming themselves chefs, like they're in the kitchen cooking food. When I started hearing about chef man, I'm like, chef man, what does that mean?
Man, chef man,
ching man, splash man.
Even now I don't agree with. And I don't rate it is when man saying put pan in spliffs and all that.
Yeah, I know that.
We're 100% against that.
We're against that on this platform as well.
Disrespecting the dead, for me, I don't even care if he's my worst enemy. There's no disrespecting the dead. I just feel like if someone's dead now, they're not here anymore. There's no need to disrespect that person. They got a family and I don't condone
that spliff stuff. I don't rate.
I don't either.
That's that. When I heard that, I was like, at first I didn't know what they were talking about. I was like, what does he mean by that? I didn't understand. Someone said, yeah, it's my man that died. I said, what do you mean? What, they put him in the spliff and they're smoking him? I said, what the hell?
Yeah, like, how does this work?
I said, well, what? That's not, you know, I didn't understand it. I was baffled. I was like, no, that's mad. I didn't read that at all. I said, nah, that's gone too far. Like, you took it too far.
And we asked the youngster, why do you do that? We asked one of them on our platform, like, why do you lot say this? And he said, it's because it's like, that's going to bring out the ultimate reaction from the other side. So like, you want to antagonize your enemy to the highest form of antagonization is to talk about a dead friend. And I thought about it and I was like, actually, that is deep.
Do you remember what he said as well? When he said that he was he's like, you could be chilling on the block, and man will come up to you, like your enemies, your around, like your ops or whatever, will come to you. I'll be like, what you? And say if you're smoking, they'll be like, what is that? My man in the spliff, like, because they're trying to.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. That's what you don't remember when Trick said that. I was like,
crazy.
Whoa, I've never. So man, are actually going up to man verbally and doing it as well.
That's all mad. So yeah, that whole social thing that they're taking on and that lifestyle is mad to me. Yeah, I don't understand all that. I think that is also it can contribute when that becomes non-cool. It will. I believe it will. See when people start making money and things start changing, that will become uncool. That's because it's not cool anyway. So, but it will become uncool for them, and it will change. I believe. I don't believe that would last long. Smoking people and all that. I don't think splits and all that. That's a madness. And I think so drill. I think it can contribute to violence. Like other things can also contribute. I think music can contribute to violence, just as movies can, computer games, everything can contribute to violence. I think it can, and I think it's just the way you're thinking. A certain individual's thought process can dictate what direction they're gonna go with that music or that game. Or like I can play a computer game and shoot up everyone and go back and make love. It wouldn't be a thing. I'll go back to my wife and like, oh, your babes, you're right, yeah, normal. I wouldn't I'll kill everyone. But some next man will want to go outside and try it out.
That's right.
Might try to play Call of Duty and go outside and be like, wow, if I can go and run up on a couple man and spray the thing. And that's just how you got to think of what place they're in their thought process. Saying to you, but yeah, it can. All music can. All music can be good or bad. Yeah.
What would you say the worst thing someone can do in a relationship?
The worst thing. I think there's things they can do. Like obviously I don't think there's a worse thing. I think there's things that what can you tolerate the most, and what are you willing to tolerate. I think that's what it is. I think there's not a worse thing. I think this is what can you tolerate, because certain man, the girl can go raving and chat to a man, they can't tolerate that. So that's the worst thing for them. But I think everyone's gonna have different things, and I can tolerate quite a bit. I think I can tolerate a bit, because I look at individuals as they're going through a journey. I think, this is another thing. Say for instance, if I get a girl and I've met her when she was like 17, and I'm with her, we're both 17, and I met her when she was young. I'm the first boyfriend, and we get to like 30 something. She's only been with me. She hasn't experienced nothing. So if she goes to a rave, say we have an argument, she goes to a rave, and another guy comes up, swag like, wow, go on, babe. She never had this before, and then she gives him a number or she entertains him. It's new to her. This is fascinating to her. This is like, wow. and he's from West London. He's got a different lingo. We say something, but he says something else. She's like, raw, what's
something
that?
new to her,
Raw.
yeah.
But that's new to her. She's like, raw. Then he brings her somewhere else, and like, raw. We don't go to this is a different restaurant. They go to these kind of restaurants, and that's a whole new way for her. That's a new experience for her. So I can't really be mad with her for that because that's her first experience. So I've got to look at that raw. She hasn't really experienced nothing. That's it. So I've got to be able to give her. I've got to give her a blight. Like raw, that's due to happen to anyone. So am I gonna be mad for that? Am I gonna lock her off just because of that? That's mad. I'm saying to you. So it's certain things that I think I can tolerate more. I'm saying to you, and that's just how it is. And I think that's So I think everyone's different with the tolerate what they can tolerate. I can probably. So what would be worse for me? I don't know what can be the ultimate worst thing in a relationship. I think it's just what you can tolerate. I don't even know. I can't think.
What about you, Fen? What's the worst thing that someone can do in a relationship? Do you think the worst thing?
Let me think.
I got mine in my head. I've had it for a few days.
Obviously, I was gonna say the obvious about cheating and that, innit? But like, the cheating can happen and you can get over it, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to say, like, do you know what? Yeah, maybe for me, I would think is like the disloyalty, like. So obviously, cheating is part of that, but just in general, like, you know, some girls like they might just be using you. Like say like just using you for whatever you've got, if it's money or just using you for your values.
Like repeated disloyalty, like repetitive disloyalty.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that would be the worst thing for like if a girl was to do that to me. I think that would hurt me even more. You get me? Because I've been through other things and it's like I've overcome it, innit? You get me, the situation, so that would be the worst. I think it's just
for me, it has to be the appreciation thing, man. When a woman just looks at you and says, "You ain't never done nothing for me."
Ooh, I forgot about that one.
That one for me, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like my heart is broken into like a million pieces. Especially if you know that you've put everything behind this.
But wait there, look. Do you know why they do that though? Because they do it just to hurt you. They don't mean it. I don't think when they say it, you ain't done this, you ain't done that.
They don't say it.
We both know. Like, you get me?
That's the worst thing you can say.
It's evident that I'm here, I'm doing this, it's documented, I've paid this, you get me? Like,
but in her mind, that's nothing. You ain't done anything. That's where the hurt, because it's the appreciation, innit? Like, I can't believe that you haven't appreciated everything man's done. Man's been here, man's paid your bills, hey, wait a second, man bought you a car, like, bro, what do you mean I ain't done anything? This whole yard, I've made it. Like, what are you talking about? And then she'll just look at me like, you ain't done nothing for me. Like, out of like wanting to hurt you. But for me personally,
that's right.
That's the worst thing you can do, is be in a relationship with someone and they don't appreciate what you've done for them. Does that make sense?
And also, in that same instance, you gotta also then look at the immaturity level that person's coming from, and also ask them, what is it you want? What is it you want me to do for you? What is it you're expecting me to do for you? And get answers from their point of view. You might have done all those things, or you could have paid the bills, and she might not want that. You know, deep down, she might want something else, but you haven't spoke about it. So in her mind, it hasn't been fulfilled because something she really wants is not here because you haven't spoken about it. You're just assuming this is what she will want, and so we got to be. That's what I always say about. We have to ask the right questions. Yeah. Because she might want something else. She might say, you know what, I wanna move to Spain. I really want to move to Spain, or I really I want us to get married, or I want this to happen, and that's her what she wants in her head. She don't care about bills. Bills is a minor to her. She's like, listen, if we was living in the hut, I don't care. But I want this. And because you haven't spoke about that specific thing, she's always gonna say you haven't done what you're supposed to do. It doesn't matter what you do. You could buy her watches, rings, trainers. If you haven't done the thing that she really wants, she really wants to happen, and you haven't done that, it's a problem.
That's true. That's facts. That's facts.
So you have to always ask the right questions, and that's what I think.
That's facts.
I like that one. Still.
Yeah, we have to always be careful with and then vice versa. I think for men, we have to also know what is it we want from this woman. I say to loads of men, like, well, what do you want from her? And they're like, that makes everyone go quiet. Like, well, what do you want from this woman? What do you want? Like, what do you want? I'm saying to you, what do you want? I'm saying to you, and if they're saying, and then most people say, I want it to for myself, or I don't want to do this, I want to do that. Are you working off of insecurity though? Because a lot of men with women are working off of insecurity. I don't want to go there. Why are you there? Why are you there? No, that's nothing to do with her. That's to do with your own insecurity. Because you're scared that another man might come and take her and away. So if a man can come and take her away, that's just she can get taken away anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
That's just how it goes. I'm saying to you, that's nothing to do with you. That's just she can get taken away anyway. That's not your fault.
That's her will.
That's her will. That's her own free will. That's nothing to do with them, man. So those are things we shouldn't be worried about. Like that's none of our business. Like if you get taken away, you can do. That's your business. It's gonna be your loss because I'm gonna love myself so much and value myself so much. I'm gonna be in a great position and put myself in a great place anyway. So your loss. And same for a woman. If a woman knows her value and her worth now, she will say to you, if you're going to be out there cheating or that, it's your loss. Yeah. I'm going to be great. You're going to see another man wife me off because that's how my value is mad. My value is high. So when a woman talks to you like that, you're like, raw, you have to fix up your game.
Yeah, it's true.
She knows her value. If a woman knows her value, it's peak for you.
Yeah, it's peak.
It's peak because she knows that, raw, like you can go and cheat on that. She's like, raw, you can go and cheat. I'm not going to give you no problems. But see the day when I go, peak for you. Because another guy is gonna wife me off. Yeah. And trust me, you'll see me in the convertible, wifed off. You see me, it peak. And you'll see
with another kid or whatever.
Yeah, you'll see me looking good. Yeah. Because she values herself. And say for a man will say, right, you know what? I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do for you. I'm gonna help you as much as I can. I'm gonna help you reach your potential. We're gonna talk about things that you're gonna do, and I'm gonna try and help you. I'm gonna help each other. That's I'm gonna put my 100 into this. I'm saying to you, if you now do something else and go against that, it's your loss. Saying to you, you're lost. That's all, and that's how I deal with things. It's just a person's lost, and I think if we look at things like that, we come from a different whole angle.
Yeah, real talk.
So whoever influences me, a lot of things. There's not a set of people. I'm influenced by life and things. I'm saying to you, I'm influenced by animals, insects, trees. I'm just influenced by life. I'm everything. Like I'm fascinated. Yeah. I've always been like that. I'm just fascinated by everything.
By the detail of life,
detail of life. I'm just one of the people that I just like. It's mad. Like when I was little, I go to the park and I'd be like, raw, the trees. Like I was, little you, I was looking at a tree like, raw, kind of trees. Like the tree makes an apple. Yeah. Wow. Like and then someone takes the apple and they eat the apple and it fills their belly. Like that. I was like, wow, that process is deep. I've always been inspired by things like that, and just like people's like the. People turning stuff from like nothing into something that I'm like, wow. Someone just like saw that, well, this room's dark. Maybe if I can get light and then they make a light bulb. Wow. Like that's like, wow, that thought process fascinates me. And an artist that's just drawing and then he starts in a gallery and there's people that's expressing themselves. Everything inspires me. Yeah, people that's doing well and people that are just learning and moving forward. All that stuff inspires me. I'm saying to you, like, I'm inspired by just life and loads of different things. There's not one thing. Like I'm not. I like people. I'm inspired by people that's got no money, people with money, people that have done bad stuff, people that have done good stuff. I'm just inspired by different journeys and experiences. Like so, that's what inspires me all the time. Like different people. So I'm saying. So not like I could see a local youth that's just on the road doing something and he's inspired me. He might say one thing. I'm like, wow, that's deep. Always learning. I can learn from anyone, anytime. Into, so that's what inspires me and motivates me.
No, that's sick, Jaja. Still proper.
So you see your book here. What's the next book you're working on?
I got a next book. This one's I can't talk too much about the next book, but but it's more. It's gonna be fiction based. It's a story. It's fiction based. It's like a revolutionary story, and it's fiction based, but it's very powerful. Very powerful. I'm saying to people, I've had some really good reviews back on the power of love. So this one is it's fictional, but it's very powerful. Yeah, very powerful. So yeah, this is the first platform I think I've spoken about on it. So
jeez, come on, man, get man, exclusive.
As always, exclusive. Come on.
Also as well, you see, like growing up, and there was like the Peckham and Brixton beef. Was you ever, because you don't seem like a person that was like, you seem like you're loved by everyone, innit? Was you ever like deep involved in that?
I went to a school called William Penn, who's in Dulwich.
Oh, okay, you went William Penn. William Penn. That closed down and come to Kingsdale.
No.
Didn't they come to Kingsdale?
Kingsdale was already there. William Penn changed to, I can't remember the name it changed
Dulwich College or something.
No, not Dulwich College. I can't remember the name it changed to. Chant. No.
Is it because someone died there? I swear someone died there, isn't it?
Something happened there afterwards.
Yeah. A lot of the kids though, I thought, went to Kingsdale. You know the Barry on there's law as well.
Oh, they might have went to Kingsdale. They might have happened with the school. Okay, but William Penn, and then I was in there with like I went to school with Peckham boys. Brixton and Peckham was in that school. So so I grew up with majority of the main ones. So I went to school with like Peckham boys like Splash, Tipsy, Ragga, Rampage, Tekla, and then there was Big Roachy with the Olders. Yeah, I grew up with all the man them. So I was always in school when it was lunchtime. I would go to Peckham and play in the arcade. I was always in the arcade, so I knew a lot of the Peckham youths from a long time. So I never had no problem with them. So I was always good. So the Peckham beef wasn't really in my generation. There was no our generation didn't have really that Peckham and Brixton beef. We had, I think there was not even in my generation. I think it was the Olders are just a bit above me. Like 2 years above me, they had like more problems with Ghetto and Junction. Okay. I'm saying to you, but it was more the 28s and that. But my generation, we didn't really. I was cool. Like, I grew up where you're real, fam.
Yeah.
I didn't care about all that. I was like, bro, you're real. I like who I like, fam. I'm friends with whoever I want, and I think everyone's always known me to be that person that say Jaja didn't give a fuck. I go where everyone like, well, you going there? Yeah, I'm going there. I'll be in a dance by myself. The man that would say they see me like I've been in dances by myself, one up. Yeah. Like they'll say, yeah, Jaja was in there, one up. Straight, like
I used to always see you one up on bricks and riding on your bike with your chains on. That was like the days when I was seeing my sticky business before channel you and that. Like, you get
I've always been. Everyone will say that. Like, I've been in West by myself. Everyone will say, yeah, this guy is literally being just here one up. Like I don't care. I've always been like that. Like that's just me though. That's the energy I just carry with me. And yeah, the Peckham thing was blown. It was, I think, the generation underneath me. That's when it's kind of started. With the more Peckham and the Brixton thing and all that. But me, all my Peckham bridges, I'm friends with them now. I chat to all of them. Ghetto,
powerful,
Junction, all the main like leaders of those communities. I've always been cool with them. Yeah, and I've always been. And if we haven't, we've been in contact and we've spoken, and we've always been amicable. We've always like. We've squashed beats behind the scenes that people don't even know that we squashed.
Look at that.
Yeah, like so. There's been problems, and I've phoned certain man in Peckham or in Ghetto or Junction, and we've spoken behind the scenes, and we've squashed certain things. And it's never been. We don't push it out there. It's just is what it is. Yeah. I'm saying to you, we know. I'm saying to you, so that's how it's always been. Yeah, man.
Proper still. Also as well, I see the picture. When's that tune coming out, man? UK Coke and Mike. What was that tune?
That was a tune. Yeah, that's what K-Coke project. Yeah, K-Coke's got a madness coming. Yeah, K-Coke's got a madness coming out.
So was there visuals or anything?
There's gonna be visuals for that. Yeah.
Hey, say that. We say you done your thing on there. Yeah. Come on,
madness. So that's gonna be everyone was going mad for that when they saw that. Like that was a big thing on the internet. I must got like 50 messages that day. From different people, like excited, like fans, music lovers, blogs. Everyone was like, "Yeah, this is a big look." Yeah. I'm saying to you, so yeah, man. And yeah, man, it's a good look.
Yeah, man. And quickly as well, like, who's your top 5 rappers from Brixton or even all time, man? UK. Let me say UK.
It's mad. I haven't got an actual favorite. But I tell you, I can name some rappers that I like. I haven't got like a favorite. I like loads of different rappers. Who do I listen to? I listen to Odd Ads.
It's cold still.
I like some of Nines' tracks. You said that's Brixton, innit?
No, I say overall. Anyway. I was gonna say Brixton at first.
Right now I like that guy from Birmingham, Millions. Is it Millions?
Yeah, Millions is cold still.
I like the white guy from Manchester and Manny. Is it Manny?
Meeks.
Yeah,
Meeks Manny.
I like him. I like Meeks Manny. I like Millions. I like some of Nines' tracks, like Odd Ads, and who else is there? There's another. That's kind of the young ones that I like, and there's another young one that I liked his vibe. There was they came to my studio one time. They were Somalian youths and they used to sing M48 and is it what they call again?
38 and Shamsi talking about?
Yeah. Them ones.
You know them. I don't even know.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Them ones from there. I'm saying to you. So yeah, that's the little grooves I like. Yeah. So that's the ones I listen to. I'm like, raw. Yeah, these are alright still. Yeah. So that's kind of my track.
What's the if you had something you could say to your younger self, what advice would you give to your younger self now?
Have patience. Jeez. Straight away. That's it. I had no patience. That was a lot of my downfalls because I had no patience. Yeah. I didn't understand about patience. I didn't know. I just was wanting everything right now, straight. I'm broke. I want money today. Now. Dangerous. I want money right now. So like, I'm broke. We're leaving the house. I'm getting money straight away by any means necessary. Dangerous. That mentality is dangerous. And that's what I had. And that's what led to a lot of my downfall and making me go through certain things. I'm saying to you, so I will definitely tell myself and young people, patience. I'm saying to you, have patience and have a plan and goals and be patient with it, and it will come. Trust me, it will come. And that's all. That's what I will tell my younger self, fam. Have patience. It will come. Destined to be great, fam.
Trust me.
Destined to be great, bro. Like, you're destined to be great. Like, see, from you got that, you're destined to be great. Most of us are destined to be great when we tap in, fam. That's what it is. So let's have patience. That's what I'll tell myself. Straight.
Sick, man. Yeah, man. We're gonna wrap it up, man.
Yeah, it's true. I don't want to
tell everyone your social media so they know.
Oh yeah, you can get my website www.jajasouze.com. You can get what's my social media? At Jaja PDC is everything, and the book's available. My Power of Love's available on everywhere. Amazon, Barnes Noble, any book site is on there. Yeah, you just get it.
And also we've got the distribution as well.
Yeah,
with Brixton Recording Studios.
Any songs you want to get released onto any like Spotify or iTunes, anywhere, we do worldwide distribution. Go onto Brixton Recording Studios. Easy sign up. It's free.
Come on, man. Big up, Jaja. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, my brother. Always, man.
Respect, man.